Got the new header for the 2110. Pretty sweet, 1.75" tubing, and we'll be installing that on the old motor over here. We haven't worked on that for a while. I uncovered it today and wiped it all down. Still looks like brand new penny. We got to make a few intake manifold gaskets and then get those bolted down. Put the spark plugs in, which are down there on the cart. Got to finish bolting sheet metal up, and I need an alternator belt because we stole this one for another car. And we'll get this thing running. Maybe fire it up on the ground and break it in, and then we'll put it in the car. I don't know what we're going to do for a muffler, or we're just going to run a stinger. Probably break it in with a stinger, I don't know. We'll make that decision when we come to it, but just want to show you that. Ended up getting it from Scat. CV Performance was out of stock on this particular size. 1 7/8 was a little too big because I want to use some of the apron, and you'll have to, finagle the apron if you go any bigger than 1 3/4. You start running into clearance issues back there. But quite a bit different than an 1 5/8. I think that'll definitely be the size that we need. One of the things you run into when you order these bigger cylinder heads with the larger valves, especially the wedge ports. I don't know if you can see that. The actual port itself is about 1 3/4. So if you try to put an 1 5/8 header on there, you get a lot of reversion with the exhaust running into the header, being that it's smaller. So pretty important to get the right size tube in there. Those CV eliminator heads that we did the other day are 1 7/8 exhaust ports, so they're quite a bit bigger. Actually, the super flow heads on my race car are 1 7/8 also, so I had to have an 1 7/8 header to actually match the port on the head. So alright, I just thought I'd give you a look at that, and we'll get started on this thing probably tomorrow or the next day. I got to pick up a few pieces of hardware and then locate the intake manifold gaskets, and we'll get back on this 2110. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that project, and I ordered that header probably a good 7 weeks ago. It took a while to get here. I originally was going to get it from Scat. I got it from another supplier that ended up ordering it from Scat, and they had it sent to them and then sent to me, and it was a mess, but it's here now, so I'm happy. Got some new meats for the Porsche. Got to get those put on. When I bought the car a year ago, I had them put brand new tires on it at the dealership when I bought it, and the car takes 285s in the rear, and they put 265s back there, so they wouldn't change them, and they sort of suck in on the rim a little bit, so we're going to have to put the proper size tire on there this time, and we'll pick up a little bit of tread section in the back. But the ones on the car now have I've put 23,000 miles on the car since I've got it in a year. And with 23,000 miles, they're down to the wear bars. So looks like tires will probably go about 30, depending on how you drive them. They're pretty soft, so that's the issue with a sports car tire. And yeah, we'll see how these work out. They're a little bit wider. Like I said, these are 285s, and the ones on the car are 265s. Compare this to the Ventura tire. Got a lot of tire under that little car, I can tell you that. That's why it handles so good. Anyway, let me let you guys go. Everybody have a good day, good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help grow the channel. And yeah, we'll get back on that Nova soon, I promise you. I do want to get the 2110 fired up though, so we'll probably work on that for a little while. I did get Hans's engine bay primed today, so we'll be getting that in here. Hopefully tomorrow he'll help me rearrange some cars. He's been fabricating a seat for his car, and he dropped the floor down so he could mount the seat flat, and gave him a little bit of clearance on the seat, and put his head in a more favorable position as far as the roll cage goes. So he got a seat that he wanted. I guess you have to have some certified seat for drifting, and he was able to pick one of those up. So he's trying to get his mounts all welded up, all his holes drilled, and he's been out here working, so I sort of been giving him the shop, and just standing back. I got to get out here. I painted the house, and I need to get these shutters painted and those put back up. I got to paint my doors and stuff like that. So that's what's happening here. You guys are sort of caught up. Haven't really done anything at all to the Nova, and I'm sure I've done something. I did bolt the drive shaft loop in there. I stuck the housing in it, and I'm sure I'm waiting to spend money or something. That thing's a money pit, so you know how that goes. Can't fix them all. I do need to get on this and get this in primer, and I do need to get the 2110 going. So I'm going to focus on some Volkswagen stuff, so I'll be making some of those videos, and yeah, they'll be coming up. So look for those.